Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here on a Screenwriter's Rant. We're going to take a look at the trailer for Straight Up, a comedy romance movie. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books, Wokistan a Novel and The Pineys at Amazon.com and the Webcomic Factory at thewebcomicfactory.com, celebrating 10 years of webcomics. Also, this Sunday, February 23rd, I'll be at Nerdfest at the Swedesboro, New Jersey Holiday Inn for Nerdfest comic book convention. It's from 10 to 4. I'll have books, I'll have comics. If you have already purchased my books or comics, I'm happy to sign them. We can chat if you're polite, and I hope to see you there. 10 to 4, February 23rd. Oh, and also check out my BitChute exclusive today. I curse a lot. Kind of. And so it's only on BitChute. So go over and have a BitChute thing. I'll put a link. All right, let's do this.
Hi, Todd. I'm Rory.
Oh, I like that name.
Thank you.
It reminds me of Rory Gilmore.
You watch Gilmore Girls?
I watch Gilmore Girls. I own all the 7 seasons on DVD.
I own all 7 seasons on DVD.
I almost went to Yale because of that show.
I almost went to Yale because of that show. I didn't get in, obviously.
I did. I think I might not be gay.
So you want to start dating girls?
I think it would statistically improve my love life.
This is recalculous, Todd. You cannot decide that you're straight just because you don't like the gay people you've been meeting.
This isn't a comedy, right?
No.
So she chooses to stay with him in Wisconsin over potentially thwarting a North Korean nuclear missile crisis. I mean, that's...
Well, whoever wrote this movie really likes the Gilmore Girls because the delivery is very much like that. It's just this sort of rapid fire with tons of details. I'm like missing half of it. I don't know if I'm really connecting with this movie, but let's continue.
That's a lot.
People do crazy things when they're in love.
I'm gonna turn this down a little.
So you said you're an actress. Have I seen you in anything?
Maybe. Have you seen Two Girls, One Cup?
No. When did it come out?
You actually may be somewhat straight,
Thank you.
like a Kinsey 3.
Oh, but we don't want children.
They bring you unhappiness.
You were the second best decision I ever made.
What was the first?
Investing in Google.
What am I?
You're the fourth.
The question is, why do we want to ruin our relationship with sex?
Exactly. I mean, 65% of married couples stop having sex after 10 years.
Really?
I don't know. I just made that number up.
Well, it sounds like a real statistic.
I don't know. Dizzyingly witty. This sounds a lot like a movie that's trying very hard to be witty. I feel like it's a little too Gilmore Girls, I guess. You know, it's Gilmore Girls was its own thing. This feels like it's trying to sort of take up the baton and run with it. Yeah, I'm not sure about this movie.
I don't think that you can love somebody else until you love yourself.
What if this is as good as it gets? Like that movie, as good as it gets?
Sometimes something's got to give, like that movie, The Day After Tomorrow.
Sure, we
Okay, that wasn't funny.
all like to think there's a soulmate out there for us who's going to complete us intellectually and physically and emotionally, but the harsh reality is not everybody gets that. So 2 out of 3 isn't so bad. If you're blind or schizophrenic or you're missing an arm and a leg, you might not even get 1 out of 3, and you just have to accept that.
You're the nicest person in LA.
Really, I'm not. I lie to homeless people. I always have change. I just don't give it to them.
Eh. I'm not sure what this movie's trying to do. I mean, it's kind of not funny. It's more amusing than funny. That's kind of what I thought of the Gilmore Girls. You know, not that I really watched it, but I had seen bits and pieces of it. It just feels like it'll be very amusing in that kind of like smug way that people who connect with the material will like it, but I think for most people they'll feel kind of I feel like I'm being talked down to a little bit in this movie. Maybe I'm just too crude and rude for it. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a comedy romance. I'm not seeing the romance because there seems to be a huge problem with the romance end of this. So yeah, I'm not feeling like these two are actually connecting. I feel like the male lead he's really good, but he's almost overwhelming the female lead a little bit in his scenes. He's actually better at being a Gilmore Girl than she is. So I don't know. This comedy's not speaking to me. It's not connecting with me. So it may just be me. I'm the wrong demo for it, of course. But it doesn't look like it would be awful. I think though 90 minutes of them talking like that would annoy the crap out of me. But that's just my personal feeling. I guess the first act is the guy meeting this girl and being intrigued and maybe having feelings for her and thinking to himself, well, maybe I'm not gay. And then he goes to his friend, who probably is gay from the trailer, and he's like, well, that's weird that you would say you're not gay. You've been gay for a while. And so it's all about that sort of conflict. And then he actually starts dating her, and I guess he's going to a therapist too, and so he's trying to process all this. And then he starts dating her, and I guess they end up living together, it looks like. So then by the third act, it's maybe they can't have sex, I think, must be the issue. Or he's just not into it, but they like the relationship, but there's no sex life, so like they're trying to deal with that. My guess would be at the end they end up breaking up. And that, he realizes that, it's not going to work for him or both of them. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's an odd movie. I will give it credit for trying to do something different. I mean, it seems to be original. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it doesn't speak to me. So I'd probably give it a pass, but maybe some of you would like it.